And welcome to another edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with that man they call Vance Bedford. And Vance, the veteran of defensive football watching, and he has coached defenses over the years, coaching them on improvement, coaching them out of bye weeks, and we were waiting to see what kind of improvement were we going to see from this Michigan defense, which had its share of issues heading into the bye week. Were we going to see them tighten up? Were we going to see less assignment errors? Were we going to see them be able to do a better job against a team that like to do a lot of RPOing, like Illinois likes to do? Well, Vance, they were able to play a little more sound football against these Illini, give their team a chance to win the football game. Unfortunately, they were not able to come out on top against those Illini. Vance, how you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. I sit back and I'm watching the games. You can see I'm getting more white hair, getting stressed out as I watch these ball games. Like, man, come on, Wolverines. But hey, Sam, I'm all in. I'm all in with the coaching staff, with the players. Being a former player and a former coach, I'm gonna support those guys because I've been behind those closed doors. A lot of fans haven't. So I'll see the different people pulling and yanking, do this, do that. I go back to last year during the season. They talking about, hey, we need to fire this guy, fire that guy. Sam, we won a national championship. People still complain. No matter what you do, people still gonna complain. And then it's like crabs in a barrel. I used to go crabbing when I was a kid down in Texas and Louisiana. You know what? As you catch crabs and throw them in the barrel, they start trying to get out. As one crab hook, another crab grab all of them, want to get out too, so they pull them right back down. That's how some of our fans are. Not all the fans, Sam. We got a few fans, Sam. They remind me of those crabs. All they do is pull other people down. So we need to move past those people. Let's get behind this coaching staff. Let's get behind these Wolverines, and let's go beat these Sparties because I can't stand them. I still remember 1995, my first year at Michigan, they upset us. It was upset. Nick Saban was there. I'm still pissed off about that. I'm still pissed. That's 1995, Sam.
Yeah.
Then I beat them 4 times after that. So, but I remember the ones we lost, not the ones we won. That's what I remember.
That was my freshman year at Michigan. I remember it. It's like, oh, you talk about a rude awakening to college. And hearing from all my friends that went to Michigan State, they were talking a whole lot of smack, thinking that it was a new day. I think that was the first year for Tony Banks at quarterback. Wasn't that his first year up there? I think
He was a senior at that time. They had Muhammad was one of the receivers. He had 2 NFL receivers. He had a running back was an NFL running back, and we're in a 2-minute drill, and we got a chance to win the game. And Charles, Wood is a freshman. He dropped the interception, and I can still remember. So he's in the shower, his head's down, and he had I'll call him Dookie Platts back then. So he in the shower. I said, "Man, we got to go. We got to." But he taking them Platts out. He said, "Coach, this would never ever happen again." It never did. It never did. And that's what you talk about. Great players, they don't make the same mistakes the second time around. That's who he was. And we never lost to Michigan State again. Like I said, I was there for 5 years total. We beat them 4 times. We just lost that one time.
hey man,
I still remember that game.
hey, listen, they had some ball players now. It wasn't like they was beating Charles Woodson with some bums. They had Musha Muhammad, Derek Mason.
Derek Mason, 2 NFL players.
Yeah, man, they had some ball players over there now. So, but you had Charles Woodson, and so they heard from him again now.
Oh, did they ever hear from him again? He the next year he was highlight in the world with that tiptoe, one hand going up, snagging on the sideline. Oh yeah,
Man.
He payback was something else.
Yeah, it was, man. That's he's one of those guys where you walk into the arena and hey, we got him. we got him. It was just different. So
man, it's some stories that we had time we could talk about that people wouldn't believe some of the things that we went through with those group of guys. They were very talented, but you know what? They were some of the most coachable guys I ever had. When it came time to go coach now, they could take it to the field. And as I watched the Wolverines, I think in this game defensively, we started taking some things to the field.
Yeah.
And that's what's important. It's not just coaching, it's that the players, they have to go play the football game.
yeah. Yeah. So want to really highlight in this game what I appreciate about you, Vance, is listen. It's always straight, no chaser with you. We get it raw and uncut. When you said, Sam, listen, man, it's too many breakdowns, too many assignment errors. They have got to clean this up. I mean, we were talking about in that Washington game. There was a break. You got guys. I mean, what's happening here? You got three guys running wide open. I mean, is somebody somebody blitzing here that wasn't supposed to? Yeah. Somebody blitz that wasn't supposed to blitz. I actually had to go at. I went and confirmed it. Absolutely, somebody blitzed on the play that wasn't supposed to blitz. That's what happened. So you got assignment errors that were happening. And so were they going to be able to tighten that kind of stuff up? And Vance, was it perfect? No. Did they have some breakdowns at times, some issues at times? Sure they did. But did they tighten up considerably? I thought they did in this game, Vance. I'm curious what you thought.
I saw a great improvement from communication with the players. When you go back to that Washington game, talking about that blitz where the nickelback blitz from the field and guy had a touchdown, nobody's communicating. I saw more communication in this ball game. And to me, when you have 2 weeks to get ready for the next opponent, you spend time on those details. And those details showed up quite a bit. So think about it. You hold the team to 21 points, and if you could take away 2 or 3 penalties or turnover here and there, it's a good chance we have a chance in the fourth quarter to win that ball game. The defense did enough things to put us in position to have a chance to win it. But at the end of the day, we had a PI here and there that gave them a first down, things of that situation, poor field position, things of that nature. It's tough to win sometimes.
Yeah.
And the one thing about the players, they're playing hard. I think they're starting to get a feel for how Wink is calling the games. I think that's a plus. So the breakdowns, I think we've cut those down quite a bit in this last ball game.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, folks. So it's time to get into the film study, available exclusively on the Autograph app, which if you're watching this film study, you are hopefully enjoying all of the things that come along with Autograph. That is listening to the free podcasts on Autograph, watching all the free videos, including this film study, available exclusively on the Autograph app. Autograph, a proud sponsor of the football film study. So I want to thank our friends at Autograph for that. And then, of course, reading the free blogs. And the great thing about it is, as you enjoy these free offerings, the Autograph app, you accrue points, and then you can redeem those points for rewards like tickets and access to events. So again, that's the great thing about Autograph. Let's dive right in to the film study, Vance. And this was a game that they had to play a lot of the game, 90% of the game without Will Johnson, which means you had to have some other corners step up. And young Mr. Jair Hill, it's been baptism by fire. He's had some highs, some lows, and then this was one of those highs. And this was a game that really was important to him, I'm sure, because he's an Illinois native. Illinois was a team that was high on his list. He showed out a bit in this game, Van.
This is early in the game. You can see it's 13-23 first quarter. And, of course, this is a West Coast team, so you get a lot of screens. And this is a great job by him right now, just reading. We're playing man-to-man right here. We're playing man-free. So this is a great reaction by him. But more importantly, Sam, it's a great open field tackle. That's what's key. People have been complaining about we're not tackling well. This is a great show of a great open field tackle right here, one-on-one. He beats the puller and makes a nice play. This is a great job right here. Good form tackle, good wrap up. This is showing an improvement by him. And that's what we need to have at our cornerback position. Those guys get better and better every single week.
Yeah, good for you, Shug. Good for you, man. I mean, you want those guys, Vance. I mean, there's a mentality to playing corner. Does it not mean those guys get beat? And they got to get up and play the next play. They got to get up and play the next game.
Sam, you got to be like that turtle. You just keep on moving on slowly. You got that hard shell, that rain just bounces right on off of brother. So right now, that's how your mind has to be thinking that way. Hey, things going to happen. You're going to make some plays. They're going to make some plays. But like that turtle, I'm keeping moving forward. I'm not looking back. I'm going to beat that old hare to the finish line. And that's what we got to do right now. We got Michigan State. They like that hair. We're the tortoise. We're just moving along slowly in the right direction. But this is a really nice play right here, baby. This is a really nice play. But you know what I like? You see the defensive lineman runs the ball, Sam? Look at that pursuit right there. Look at 4 guys in position to make a play. To me, that's a sign of guys starting to understand what we need to do to be successful. Really nice play.
Yeah, man. And you were talking about you with Jair specifically early in the season. You're like, hey, he looks like he isn't confident. Let's work on getting him confidence and restoring his confidence. And you see, that's a young fella playing with confidence right now.
That's right. But he has to. Right now with Will being nicked up a little bit, he has to step up. He's a starter now. You got the young Hall coming in. He got to be the leader right now. He has to be the guy. Hey, man, we got this. Until you get back, we got this. We're going to nail this thing down. And he did. He made some nice plays in this particular ball game.
All right, let's jump right back to it. Back to another show play, Van.
Another show play again. We are man-to-man right now. And again, another nice play. Another nice play, man-to-man. He comes around. He gets his hand around. Now, the official, be honest, he missed his call because if you turn a guy, it should be a flag. Look at the technique. Look at the patience. Look at the off. Oh, that's a nice job, Sam. That is a nice job right there.
Coach.
Look at that play right there. Oh, you can't play any better than that, Sam.
Coach, what you mean he missed the flag? Come on, Coach.
Well, you know what? I coach all the time. Good, bad, and different right now. Old school, whenever you turn them, it's be a flag. But that's what's great about this game. Sometimes it moves so fast, the officials don't see everything. You got to have some of those things right now. So for us, hey, thank you. The wind was blowing in our direction on that play right there. I think some sand got in the man's eyes, so he didn't see the turn right there. Boom, we at the beach, brother.
Hey, Coach, can't we just say good defense, Coach? Can't we just say that?
Good defense with some sand in the eye. I'll take it however I can get it, brother. Come on now. You see that sand come off the black stuff? That's sand. It's a beautiful thing, Sam. It's a beautiful thing. But again, nice play, nice patience. And again, he's taking coaching to the field. We just played a West Coast team. And what that means is everything's thrown on rhythm. You get slants. The third step, ball is out. You get curls. You get to 12 yards, the ball is out. So everything is quick. So these guys were well coached into taking these plays away. And that's what you see right here. Nice job. Nice job, nice job, nice job.
Hey, he going to be all right.
Yeah, he is.
He going to be all right. It's been rough at times, but it's not because he's not talented. It's just because it's inexperience. That's it.
That's all it is. As the more he plays, the more confidence he gets. But the biggest thing is he's starting to understand the speed of the game. And a lot of times, to be a great player, know what your limitations are. And you play outside of those limitations, you win. A lot of guys, I got here, I could just shut this guy down. Now, we all have limitations. If you understand what those things are, you make that part of your strength and become a better player.
Yeah, good. Like I keep saying, good for Suge. We definitely talk about when he makes mistakes because that's what we do. That's what Coach Vance does. He gonna call it out when he makes mistakes, but you always come back around and you make it a point to highlight when they ball out. You call that out too.
I mean, the fans need to understand that we have a lot of new guys, and there are a lot of good things that's coming along the way. I mean, that's part of it. Sam, it's just like a fine wine. If you just take it as soon as you crush it, it's not very good. But if you sit it there in that oak barrel just for a little bit, Sam, let it mature a little bit, it gets better and better and better. Guess what? These young guys, they like that fine. We just crushed those grapes game 1, game 2. They like them grapes. Now we start to put it in an oak barrel, Sam, and just let it age a little bit. Boy, that thing smooth as butter. Come on.
That's what I try to explain to the players when I see them as they look. You got to take Coach Vance like you take your coaches. You got to take Coach Vance like you take coaches. That's how you got to take him. Like, he coaching you. He coaching you. He gonna talk about the bad plays, but he gonna pray. He gonna pat you on the back too.
Sam, if they just listen, sometimes listen to the details of what I'm trying to say, it'll benefit them. But if they have thin skin and if the wind blows, they cut, they got problems. They play in the wrong position. You feel me, Sam? I mean, you got to have that thick skin. So it's like that lizard. You cut the skin, it's another layer underneath it. You got to cut about 3 layers to get to the meat and potatoes. So come on, Sam. If they crying about what I'm saying, they got some problem. Because if I was actually coaching them for real, they're gonna hear sometimes a lot worse than what I say on this thing here. All you gotta do go ask my former players.
Oh yeah, hey, sometimes I tell the coaches that too. Like,
Hey,
like, I
BJ knows already how I am. The other guys don't have a clue, but that's okay.
I tell, hey, Clink, he coaching you, Clink. Clink not here.
I'm trying to help you pull out. That's all.
Clink was the funniest one. He was the funniest one. All right, let's get back to the breakdown or to the film study. Excuse me. Next one. Oh, we got another show play, Vance. We got another show play.
Again, it's a reverse. We're in cover 6. That's quarter, half. And again, you can see my man number 1, and you can see the corner. Man, this is a great job. This is a great job versus reverse. Guys stand at home. And my point is, there are a lot of great things in this ball game. Not a few, but you see the linebacker, he read it. The corner read it. We playing zone here because people said we play man-to-man like we did about 6 years ago. It's not what we are. We mix it up. We do a great job of mixing it up. Man, that's outstanding football right there, defending the reverse. Because people say, well, we over-pursue. I said, it's not over-pursuing. It's the angles we take. Here, we got guys reading keys. That is a fantastic job. Fantastic job right there. Yeah. Guys standing at home. The linebacker, he read the lineman, came back. You can't play, Sam, you can't play any better than that. This is really good football here. This is really good football.
Look at recognition from your nickel right there, man.
I know. The nickel, your linebacker, your will linebacker, number 1. He saw the lineman coming back out, the corners at home. We had numbers, Sam. And that's what it takes to stop a reverse. You got 2 linebackers over there with the corner making a play. Not 1 linebacker, but 2 linebackers. Think about that. On the reverse. Really good football, Sam. Really good football here.
That's some good
guys. They can run.
And let me tell you something. This is not showing up in this play, but listen. Number 15 and number 1 playing a lot of snaps, man. They playing a lot of snaps.
Yeah.
I was watching in this game. Them dudes didn't come off the field. Hardly. Like they logging snaps, man.
But Sam, I'll be honest with you, across this country, most people don't rotate a bunch of guys. The people you rotate a defensive lineman, you're talking about 300-pounders, they can't play 65, 70 snaps. They just can't do it. They're too big. But most places, you might have nickel linebackers you bring in on 3rd and long situations, but otherwise than that, they got to go out there and play, Sam. They have to. That's why they condition you around right now, baby. I say you be tired on your own time. My time is Saturday, so your time is when the season over with. Then you can go rest.
Well, I think they would like to rest them more, but they can't because they banged up. Yeah. They banged up. They don't have a lot of depth right now. I mean,
Sam, it's like having a camel. You're in the Sahara Desert. You want a 1 lump hump camel or 2 humps? I want 2 humps because he gonna go further. He got more water. So I'm just saying. So right now, come on, fellas, we got a 2 hump camel. Let's be rolling, brother.
It was fitting that you featured the corners in these first 3 clips. It was Suge on the first 2, and then Amir Hall at home coming up, number 12, making that stick. He was out the prior 2 games. He was on a questionable list for this game. Still banged up, but he was there on game day, and they needed him, Vance, because Will Johnson played what, half a quarter?
Yeah.
And Amir Hall, number 12, played the rest of this game, and that big snaps didn't come off the field the rest of the day. Big snaps.
We need more of that. We need more guys to step to the plate. Just that. We need more guys to step to the plate. Say, Coach, I'm in.
Yeah, that's big time. That's big time. That defense. All right, Vance, and now it is time to start getting into the telestrations. So the first play up for a telestration right now.
We got over defense right now, and they from them on a draw play. What we're doing, we're running man-to-man, different type of coverages right now. And we don't have enough guys in the box. And we've said this for the past 3 weeks, Sam. We got to start twisting the front. We have to start twisting front. Okay, now this has to be a bust. And the reason I'm saying that is that you have two down linemen. You got 2-3 techniques. Either you got to have a stunt coming from both sides, or one of those two guys coming back inside. Because right now, you look at this picture, if all those guys turn out, both guards turn out on the 3 techniques, the tackle turns out on the ends, the center blocks one linebacker, and the tight end blocks the other linebacker, we don't have enough guys in the box. So to twist the front so there are no vertical seams, it means there's no open gaps in the A or B gap. They got to go wider to the secondary. If you don't twist the front, you're short. And right now, the 2-3 techniques, they stay wide. Therefore, the center, he stepped to his left, he blocked that linebacker. The tight end stepped inside, blocked the other linebacker. They have angles on everybody. And you've heard me speak about angles in the past. Angles is what the game is all about. We're in big trouble right here. This has to be a bust. You don't play 2-3 techniques. And this is I think this is a second down and long situation. You got to twist the front. We are not having great success and just bull rushing guys right now. Twist those guys inside, whether the nose go first and the tackle wraps around, or the tackle goes first and the nose wrap around. You have to do something. Or you get a stunt with the tackle and the ends. But right now, just straight rushing, it's not helping us out. We are short in the box.
So Vance, if there's no twist on, then you're saying these guys are aligned wrong?
Somebody has to be aligned wrong. Somebody got to be in one of the A gaps, Sam. You do not allow 2 A gaps to be wide open and give it to the backers. With 2 backs in the backfield, Sam, you're in trouble. You got a big problem right now. Look how big that is. I mean, you can run a tank through there going 2 miles an hour and gain 5 yards. You don't have a chance. And people could say, well, the safety missed a tackle. One of the most difficult tackles there is. If I was a running back coach and I'm in open space like this and you can't make that guy miss, I'm going to give me another running back. You had a disadvantage. You know what I'm talking about? In the past, they missed the same tackles too. We talked about that last year when all those guys came back from injuries. I said, Stan, they're going to be rusty now. Remember that, Sam? They were missing tackles. I said, they're going to miss these tackles. They did. And that's just part of the game. But to me, I can't blame those guys. I'm blaming the front. Something's wrong here, guys. Look at that. You have no chance. You have no chance.
So, Vance, question for you, because they don't seem to twist the front. And I remember you talking about this, and we'll maybe get into this a little more in the breakdown as well, just from a philosophical standpoint. Because Mike Macdonald didn't twist the front a lot in the early going. Wink doesn't really seem to twist the front very much. Explain to me what's the downside? Why wouldn't you twist the front?
Well, going from my time in the NFL, we didn't twist the front that much, except maybe on third down and long, we would twist the front. Because you go back 10 years ago, the type of quarterbacks came into the league, they were all like Tom Brady and Manning. You know, they 6'4", 220 pounds. They run like a snail. So they weren't going to run on you. They're going to be back there like a Statue of Liberty. You could just push the pocket and get to those guys. But over the past 7 years, the type of offensive linemen coming to the league, the type of quarterbacks come to the league, you now got to make sure you eat up gaps. Let's go down to college football. Quarterbacks are more athletic. They have a tendency to take off and run the football. So you twist the front to get defensive linemen free, but also to eat up gaps inside. You never want a running back or a quarterback to be able to run in the A or B gap for big gains, because if you're giving up vertical seams inside your defense, you will lose some games. And as you just saw in that last play, they went for 35 yards right in the A gap. That's where you can't get beat. You want the ball to go lateral, it's going outside to your corner, to your safeties and nickelbacks. When it goes vertically, there are no angles by the secondary and big plays occur. You stunt to eat up the gaps inside to make the ball go lateral. Now you can run it down.
All right. Let's go ahead and get to the next play.
Here we go. It's going to be another draw, I think. Yes, it's second down and 20. It's second down and 20 right now. We have a combination coverage on. I call it over combo. You can see we got a guy walked up on a tight end. So in other words, we're doubling the outside receivers. And we're going to have there it is right here. We're doubling the outside receivers. We man-to-man. So at the top, you got the safety in the corner, in and out on the receiver. The linebacker has a back. You have another safety walked up on the tight end man-to-man. We got in and out on the slot to the field. So we're man-to-man. Second down at 20, he is thinking pass, and I get that. But now, when I've been associated with this particular coverage, we twisted the front because we have fewer eyes on the run game right now. We have fewer eyes on the quarterback because now we are looking at the receivers first. So I got to twist the front to send the ball outside to either the corner or the nickelback. But right now, we straight rush. They have numbers on us. They have a blocker on a blocker. See, right now we have what, 6 guys on the line of scrimmage? They got 6 blockers. We are short. We are short. We need one extra. We need one more guy than they have to stop the run. So this ball gonna come 2nd and 20. They finna pick up 10 yards, Sam. You can see right now the offensive line, they pass drop, invite these guys to pass rush. If you had a twist on a text or ed, that means, for example, the tackle goes first, the end goes up and comes inside. We ran that quite a bit last year, if you remember. We talked about that. This eats up the draw. But again, this is what, it's 10:51 in the first quarter. So we don't know what they're doing yet scheme-wise offensively. You know, in the fourth quarter, we start twisting the front some. But it took us a whole half to figure that out. So let's let this run, Sam. Again, they have angles on us. 2nd and 20. The offensive line drops deep, invites you to do what? Rush up the field. Well, guess what we do? And they go to draw. Again, we don't have numbers to stop this. If you twist in the front, if you're thinking it's a pass on 2nd and 20, and you want to rush 4, well, move your front around. Don't straight pass rush them all the time. You see right here? They got a block on their backers. 10 yards. They go, now they in a reasonable 3rd down situation because we're making it easy for them. They have angles on our down guys. Now, I understand we talk about how great our 2 down guys are. Right now, they look like 3rd, 4th, 5th round picks. They look like guys to me right now. They're not showing me a whole lot because the DC is saying, hey, I'm trusting you 2 guys to eat up 4 gaps. Well, guess what we're not doing with our 2 down guys right now? We're not eating up the A and B gap. They just playing A gap and we're getting killed. You see Big Grant? No, okay, you took on 1 guy. You see Mason took on 1 guy. You got to constrict the A gap if you're going to rush that way so that guy can't make that play. And that's not happening right now. We are not winning with our 2 guys inside. We're not doing it. We're not doing it, guys. So twist the front.
And so it's one of those things where we did start to see them do that.
In the fourth quarter, it showed up. We did certain blitzes. We saw movement, started eating up gaps. We got guys coming scot-free, which is going to be there.
Well,
here we go. We got combo again right now. And this is a great coverage down in the red zone because there's no depth to the field. And when versus pass, okay, when you run this particular defense, because we man-to-man, if my guy blocks, I add to the rush. But we're going to go to the top. We're going to show you the routes first. Okay, over combo again. And combo is a combination coverage where we're doubling guys. It's in and out. So let's see the routes first. The 2 outside guys, I call it double in 7 right now. So they're going in, and 7. And if you're playing zone, a lot of times that corner will drive that route to the corner route. Okay, so the tight end in the back, they're in 7-man protection. They are in max protection. So on paper, we should not get home. Okay, we just rushing 4 guys. We're not getting home. Okay, so now we're going to go to the defense. Outside corners, man-to-man. Nickelback is outside technique, man-to-man. The other corner, he came over on number 3. They got in and out on him. The backside safety, you could do a lot of things with him. He could be a half-field guy. He could be free, or he could be robber reading the quarterback. But again, I call it combo. It's a combination coverage man. Okay, so now with the linebacker on a tight end man-to-man, if his guy blocks, he adds to the rush. The linebacker has a back man-to-man. If his guy blocks, he adds to the rush. So when that happens, we now have how many guys rushing? 6. And that's exactly what happened on this particular play. And we won inside on the edge. We brought the 2 linebackers because their guys blocked. So here we go, Sam. Let's let this run. But great coverage. The key was the coverage. We got a double on number 3. The corner route's taken away by the corner came over. The quarterback has nowhere to go with the football at all. You can see the double right there. See the corner? We got it covered. We're in great shape. There's nowhere to go with the football because the tight end in the back block, we get a sack because other guys came. And that turned our guys inside free. So everybody watch the pass rush right now. You see that? Good coverage, you get a sack. You just bought time for the guys to get home. So that went hand in hand. The coverage bought time for the front down guys to get home. And here we go. Here's another look at the down guys. Everybody watch the front 4 and watch the 2 backers adding here. We bring in 6. When you bring 6, sometimes a tight end in the back, they could block the wrong guy. And you get more one-on-one with your 2 big guys inside also. This is a great job. And you got a defensive end blocking our back. Look what happens. That back is blocking our defensive end because of the look we had. So we won that battle.
Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed
to win that battle.
Yeah, you got to win that battle.
But you go back to early, we had the same coverage call, and they ran a draw when we were short. See, the run game is different from the pass game now. So you got to understand that. That's why I go back to the idea you twist the front to eat up gaps inside.
Okay. All right. That was a key play for the Wolverines. Keep talking about twisting the front, twist the front.
So again, you playing a running quarterback, take it back, an athletic quarterback. And I know everybody say, well, the coverage is soft. Why is the DB playing 15 yards deep? Well, I'm going to go back to this. When you look at this front, okay, everybody making a point there, but when I look at this front, you giving this quarterback an escape lane. This is a third down situation right here. This 53, it's right before the half. Look at those freezer right there, Sam. He got escape lanes in both B gaps, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
You push in the pocket, but the guys are not disengaging the 2 guys inside. So guess what the quarterback can do? He has an escape lane. So when he has an escape lane, that means now he just bought time for receivers down the field to get open. You got to give me more up front. It's 46 seconds. You should have your best, whoever your D-line coach is, say, coach, we're getting a 2-minute drill. This is our best pass rush stunts right here. Okay, we want to rush sometimes straight rush, but we're going to start twisting front, whether we got something with the ends and the tackles or the tackle and the nose, however you want to do it, to eat up gaps inside. But when you straight rush this way, both of those 2 big guys got to handle the A and B gap. Well, guess what? It is not happening. My man Grant is so engaged with the guard, his head is down. He can't see the quarterback. This is on him. If the quarterback steps up right in his gap. He's one-on-one. He's one-on-one. Guess who has to win? He does. He doesn't. The center slid to Mason. So Mason's getting double teamed. Therefore, Grant, you got to win that battle. He didn't win. He did not win. And that's the difference in what's going on.
So you say 2-minute drill, you twist in the front.
I'm twisting the front. I'm doing different things to eat up. So you see what a linebacker, everybody's a little bit deeper, which I understand that. But I'm eating up gaps. So you can't let the quarterback step up. You got to make him go lateral. Okay. Here's a guy, I don't know how fast he is, but he's athletic enough to get vertical, make a first down by stepping up. I'm at Michigan, and this is 2007. We playing Tim Tebow. We said on third down the median, don't let Tim Tebow step up and don't let him go to his left. So everything we did, we said, if he's going to scramble to his right. He couldn't throw the football, scramble to his right. So he never had a chance to step up. He couldn't scramble to his throwing hand, his left. So you got to take something away by what you do with your front and your linebackers. And right now, in the first half, the draw, quarterback scrambles, those type of things, we never took anything away. We let him do what he wanted to do, which at the end of the day, it didn't help us out. Now, we still in the game. We still get a lot of things well defensively, but we can add to that, Sam. We can add to it.
All right. So let's go.
Here we go. So right now we are in bear. We're in man-to-man. Right now it's 13-7 in the third quarter. So it's a tight ball game. It is a tight ball game on third down and 7, Sam. I mean, we right where we need to be. We playing man-to-man. We got a bear look, basically. This is bear mic drop, one dog. And this has been a pretty good call for us throughout the year. In other words, we're only bringing 4 guys. We are dropping both outside backers. They take a step up. Technically, they have a back, then they drop for slants, but they also have the back man-to-man. So we're only rushing 4 guys. Okay, here we go. But this has been a really good call for Wink so far this season. And now we're a man-to-man in the back end. The 2 outside rushers have the back man-to-man. They step up. If he steps up to block, then they drop, and they get in the slant windows to take away quick throws inside. And they've done a good job this year by doing that. So here we go. We get the quarterback scramble out of this thing, and the outside back to the top does a nice job. Third down and 7. And we got him highlighted, the outside back at the top.
Yeah,
so let's watch him first. I want to see him step up, see him drop. Quarterback scrambles. Nice job. Nice job. Like I said, it's been a good call for us throughout the year. So again, a great scheme, great disguise. This is a really good look right here. That Wink has put in. That's a nice job. He's there for the scramble. So again, we get the guy pushed outside right there. Now, I'm talking about Mason Graham right here. If I'm the D-line coach, I'm grading Mason. He just got a minus, Sam. So he's contained. See, number 1 steps up, so the tackle turns out to block him. Mason should be gone on the outside shoulder of that quarterback. So when that quarterback scrambled out to that way, guess who's out of a sack right here? Mason, but he didn't do that. So Mason is doing what Mason wanted to do right here instead of doing what he's supposed to do, because number 1 did a great job on the tackle. He gave Mason a chance to clear that one-on-one and get on the edge. But now Mason going to bend. I got a sack, and he didn't. So, again, that's the execution thing. That's an execution thing. And we got to get those little details cleaned up. So, Mason, you get a minus. If I'm grading Mason, you get a minus right there. But that's why I'm retired, see. His coach probably gave him a plus. He'd have gotten a minus from me. Because my expectations for him are special. And that's not special right there. That's just average. Anybody can do that.
This is a good look at it right here.
Yeah. Keep going, Mason. Don't go in there. Why? Why would he go in there, Sam? He started off the right way. Then said, I got a free range to the quarterback. And he didn't. Just, hey, if you do your job, you will make great plays. Doing your job, you make great plays. And you go to make a great play, you miss them just that way.
So we've been talking a lot about twisting the front, Vance, and you said in the fourth quarter was when you finally started to see it. And when you saw it, it paid off, Vance. It paid off.
Think about it. It's 21-7, fourth quarter, 13-33 to go in the game. So right now I'm calling this Mike O. That means Mike is going to rush from the outside. And to the field, we got a stunt. We got the field guys going inside to the A and B gap. And you can see what happened. Here's right here. We're playing man-to-man in the back end. But you can see what happened to the offensive lineman. They chasing guys because we got a 3-man stunt on right now. We get a guy scot-free. On a crucial 3rd down and 6, he throws a high ball for an incomplete pass. I mean, again, the stunt. Again, this thing that we got to do earlier to keep the offensive line off balance. Again, we man-to-man across the board right now with a guy in the post. See the stunt? Look at him. He's clean. He's clean. So the quarterback has to throw it fast for the guy who came out of break. So you got exactly what you wanted. That's a great job. Great call, great execution, and that's how you win ball games. They did a great job. Mike O, one dog. That means Mike is lifted from the outside. Great disguise right here. And if you go back to some of the things we did a year ago, it's like we got 2 threes. You used to call this to even. Going back to some of the things we did quite a bit last year. It's a great job right here. That's a nice job.
Yeah, and number one had a good game.
Hey, he's showing up. He's showing up, but we need to for him to be more consistent.
Right. 100%.
Because athletically, he shows signs of being a really good player. But again, I say he shows signs. That's not good enough right now. I mean, it's just like, you know what? I love Kool-Aid, but you don't put no sugar in it. I don't love Kool-Aid. You feel me? You see what I'm saying, Sam?
Yes,
it got a taste I don't like, but you put some sugar in that Kool-Aid, man, come on now.
yes,
Bring tears to my eyes. So right now, he been the Kool-Aid without the sugar. So come on, brother. Let's sweeten this thing up a little bit.
Yeah, progress.
That's exactly right.
If he can continue to play like that, because it was number 15 early in the season, first couple of games, it was like, whoo. He's like, you got to see him step it up. He stepped it up, and then you said you got to see him do it. Got to see him keep doing it, and you've seen 15 play consistently. Now, same thing for number one.
Exactly. Some guys are starting to show signs, and in my opinion, they're showing it at the right time against Old Sparty. It's time to show it right now. We've been saying big brother, little brother for a long time. They got a new head coach and a bunch of new players. They think they're ready to step to the plate. But Sam, you know what? We throwing curveballs. We finna strike these cats out. They don't even know what's coming, Sam. They have no idea what's coming.
Well, I tell you what, they've been able to grow their quarterback up a bit. This young fella they have behind center is a talented young man who's a dual threat guy who has he can throw the football, but he's elusive. He can make some plays running around. And so what you were talking about, with the draw play, with the quarterback draw, and the things that he was doing, but this less athletic quarterback was doing, against Illinois, Michigan, they got to watch for that in this game.
The name of the game, Sam, when you have a scrambling quarterback, you come to the game and say, where do we want him to go? Do we try to just collapse a pocket so he has no escape lane? Then is he good enough to beat us? Or do we make him, if he's right-handed, force him to go to his left, or maybe he doesn't throw the ball as well on the scramble, or we're going to force him to go to the sideline. So certain things that you do to take away his strengths. If he's going to have a chance to hurt you, let it be to things that he didn't do very well. And if that's the case, then he's just better than us. So let's do that. Don't let him step up. Don't let him scramble to his throwing hand. And I think we'll be okay containing this guy.
Absolutely. All right, folks, that is going to do it for this edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with Vance Bedford. Again, our friends at Autograph, the exclusive home and the exclusive sponsor of the Football Film Study. Be sure to enjoy all of the amenities available right here on the Autograph app. Because when you do, you accrue points. You can redeem those points for rewards like tickets and access to events. That is the great thing about Autograph, courtesy of Tom Brady and the crew at Autograph. A great place to be. So enjoy the Autograph app, and we will see you next time with the next edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with Vance Bedford.
Go Blue.